Hello, hello, hello. Welcome everyone to the Coaching Corner. Welcome with me, Jamila, aka the IEP Coach. It is Tuesday, your favorite day of the week. Oh, you guys know I love coming on. We go live every Tuesday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to talk about all things special education. And before we get started, let me know where you are. When you come in, let me say hello. Let me know where you're tuning in from and share out this live. And as I'm telling you to share it out, I'm sharing it out as well. Hello, everyone that has joined. Hello, hello, hello. All right. So I hope everybody is keeping warm. I know down south you did receive some snow, and I know it was like, that's not a new experience, but you don't get it often. So I hope it wasn't too bad, for you all who experienced the snow. But I'm so happy to be on here with everyone, and we have a lot of new followers. So we got to tell you about the IEP Coach. We got to tell you what we do here at the IEP Coach, okay? We got to tell you what we do. All right, so let's go ahead and share out the live. All right, and we go live on all of our platforms. So we go on live on Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Facebook. So go ahead and let me share it on Share Us Out. Let's share us out on Facebook. Here we go. Sharing it out. All right. So I shared that out. So how is everyone doing this Tuesday evening? I hope you're doing well. Again, allow me to introduce myself. I am Jamila, aka the IEP Coach. Now, and I am the founder and CEO of the IEP Coach LLC. Now, because we have so many new followers, it's the new year. We tend to get a lot of new followers. Thank you all to everyone who has been sharing out our content. You've been engaging with our content. You DM us, you tell people to DM us, or you refer people to us. We just want to take this time to just say thank you. We greatly appreciate it, because you don't have to. You can really scroll past our content, but you don't. You take the time to save it, you share it, or you comment, you like it. We greatly appreciate it. Because for those of you who don't know, at the IEP Coach, again, we focus on all things special education. So our content all revolves around special education. And at the IEP Coach, we are an education consulting company, and we specialize in providing professional development and coaching centered around special education to special education teams, teachers, paraprofessionals. Okay. And the main reason we do this is because, one, I'm a former special education teacher. I was in a classroom a little over 14 years. So I know what it's like firsthand, not receiving training specifically to what I needed as a special education teacher. I can count on my one hand how many times I went to a PD or training that pertains strictly to special education. Okay. And I wish I had more professional special education center professional development and coaching for me. Now, I did get a coach when I first started, but I'm not going to say she was a bad coach. It's just she was stretched out thin. Like, she had to go to so many other schools to support other teachers. I couldn't really benefit from the coaching she was giving me, because I rarely saw her. I didn't see her enough. Okay. And so I know that is happening a lot across the country. In addition, a lot of districts, a lot of networks are not in compliance with their IEPs. And a lot of this stems from not properly training and supporting their special education teachers. Now, when I first started my career, there were a lot of OG Sped teachers. When I say OG Sped teachers, meaning these teachers had years in Sped, they were around, they were teaching when IEPs were handwritten. Now they're all computerized. So a lot of the OG special education teachers have retired or are retiring, I want to say this year or within like the past couple years. So you have teachers who, not saying they don't have the training. Some teachers need refreshers. Some teachers need just training period, because they're brand new special education teachers. And if you don't have a background in special education, it's difficult for you as an administrator to let me teach you how to, like, yes, you can teach your SPED teacher how to progress monitor. However, what is the system? What system are you using in your school to progress monitor? What are you using for progress monitoring purposes? Are you giving them the time to progress monitor their students' IEP goals? Are you teaching them how to progress monitor behavior? Because it's a little different than when you're just progress monitoring academics. Are you teaching them about, are you coaching them and teaching them about case management, about special education laws? You know, just because you have a principal and assistant principal, if they don't have a SPED background, it's hard for them to teach you those things. And then also, how can they teach you how to write an IEP, how to lead an IEP meeting, what to make sure you give to parents, what to make sure you're saying, what to make sure you're doing on the back end before you even get to the IEP meeting? You know, a lot of that has to happen. You gotta teach that. And just because you have SPED teachers at your school, or you hired a SPED teacher, hey, it's a possibility I've never written an IEP. And this is a FYI to everybody. Going to college and you major in special education, you don't learn how to write IEPs. You don't learn how to write IEP. You don't learn how to lead an IEP meeting. You don't learn this at all. Everything you learn on the job pertaining to IEPs and IEP meetings, case management, all that, you learn that on the job, in the field, right then and there. As you're learning to be a teacher, you're learning all the SPED case management stuff. And you are a SPED. When you're a SPED teacher, you are a teacher and you are a case manager. Okay, so that was my experience. Okay, that was my experience. And I know that's the experience of a lot of other teachers. However, luckily for me, I worked with some OG special education teachers. I had some OG SPED teachers who took me under their wing and taught me the ropes, showed me how to do, like, I knew how to do some things, but they showed me how to do things. I showed them how to do some things. And, you know, that's how I really learned. It was a lot of trial and error. And you have a lot of districts and networks now, they're in litigation because you're not following a student's IEP, or you didn't do it. You're out of compliance because it wasn't done. It wasn't done correctly. So many things are not being done with your students who have IEPs, and therefore you're in litigation. You're in a lawsuit, and you got to pay out millions in that lawsuit. And so that's where the IEP coach, that's where we come in at. We do professional development and coaching centered around special education, not just focusing primarily on the IEP, but also the nuances of being a special education professional. So your special education teachers, your special education teams, your paraprofessionals, they need to know the information too, because they support a lot of students who have IEPs, and they support special education teachers in their role as well. So they need the information and the training as well. Okay, so the case management, writing IEPs, even doing refreshers on the IEP. If you get a new IEP system, doing the PD on that. Let's say a lot of schools, you do professional development at the very beginning of the year, but people have you have added new team members, and they came after the PD. Did they get all the PD that was already done? 10 times out of 10, they did not. Did you do any refreshers for those PDs that they missed? 9 times out of 10, you did not. And it's very important and it's vital that schools prioritize special education center professional development and coaching, because it doesn't just benefit your SPED teachers, it also benefits your general ed teachers as well. Co-teaching practices, inclusive teaching, progress monitoring, making sure everyone knows how to progress monitor correctly, how to progress monitor behavior, how to properly implement accommodations in a student's IEP. It's important. You need to provide the training, and you have to also model. Don't just assume, oh, I got this SPED teacher. They know they don't. Like, see what they know. Show them your systems and what you're doing and all of that. Okay, so that's basically what we do at the IEP, we do a lot of professional development and coaching centered around special education. So that way, teachers are supported. They're getting the training that they need. And in schools, you're not in litigation for that, for nothing Sped. You're not in litigation for that. Okay. Special education teachers are our main focus, because you have so many Sped teachers who are not getting the training that they want and that they require. And as an administrator, it's hard for you to do all the coaching that you need to do with all the teachers in your school. Reach out to a special education consultant like the IEP coach, like us at the IEP Coach, and we could come in and support you with that. Okay. Now, in addition to teachers, we also do parent workshops, and our parent workshops always focus on the special education process, IEP process, and we also do one on the difference between an IEP and a 504. Those are the 3 topics we always tend to do parent workshops on. So that way, because a lot of times parents don't understand the special education process. Their child may have an IEP, but they don't really understand it. And then some parents are like, hey, my child don't qualify for special education services. Is there any way I can get my child accommodations in school? Is there any other way I can, get my child support? And so we do the workshops, and we always give a resource to the parent too, for like a 1-pager, so they can remember the different the information that we gave them. Okay. So that's just that in a nutshell is us, the IEP Coach. I'll tell you a little bit more about myself, Jamila. As I told you, I'm a former special education teacher. I'm also a former special education supervisor. So I've been on the teacher side. I've been on the administrator side as well. And I went into special education because I have a sibling who has an intellectual disability. And anyone who has been following the IEP Coach for years now, my little sister Oxy is the reason why I went into special education. She's really the main reason, because I had no desire to go into special education ever in my life. I had no desire to go into education, period. Okay. I am so serious when I say that. I had no desire to ever go into special education, but I had a change of heart, and I was fighting it at first, but I leaned in. I just leaned into it where I was going with the calling that was on my life to do. And here we are 20 years later. I love this work. I love supporting teachers. I love supporting parents. I really love helping people. And because ultimately by supporting the teachers, by supporting the parents, we are benefiting the students. The student is getting what they need. Okay. And that really just fills us up when we are able, to do that for teachers and for parents. Okay. And so from that, because of that experience, we published a book called Because of Her, and we shared our story. We shared what it was like growing up with a sibling that has a disability, and we tell it from the sibling's perspective, because you always hear about parents of children with special needs. You never hear from the siblings, and the siblings are impacted just as much as the parents, because a lot of times, if there are other children in the family, a lot of times it's like, oh, go take your sister. Oh, go help your sister. Oh, can you go help your brother with so and so? It's some siblings, we have to grow up a little faster, because we're like, I'll say micro parents, like miniature parents to our siblings. And sometimes, hey, it's our younger sibling. Sometimes it's an older sibling. And, it's an experience that isn't talked about that much. And that's what we do in the book Because of Her. So it's a true story of what it was like growing up with my younger sister, Asia. And I'll drop the link for you to get a copy of the book if you would like to, if you want to learn more about our story. Again, it's told from the siblings' perspective, because you don't hear about the experience often. You always hear from parents. So I will drop that in the comment section for you. So you can purchase a copy of the book. It is called Because of Her. I dropped it. And on Instagram, you can click the link in our bio for the book. Hold on. I'm gonna also drop the link there too, just so you have it. Yeah, because of her book. And that was a true labor of love. And basically from that book, we got a lot of people asking us, more Sped Center questions about IEPs and all of that. And basically from that is how the IEP coach was created, because there was a need. There were a lot of parents, there were teachers asking for help. And we're like, okay, maybe we have something here. And here we are. And here we are. Okay. So that is just our story in a nutshell. Every Tuesday we go live. We talk about all things special education, and we always talk about a specific topic. So if you have a certain topic that you would love for us to do a live on, you can drop it in the comments now. My team will make note of it. Also, you could DM us. Also, join our email list. Go to our website, www.theiepcoachllc.com. Join our email list so that when we go live, you'll get an email, and there is a link for you to submit any topics you would like for us to cover on our weekly live. Okay. Now, at the end of our lives, we always have Q&A. So right now, if you have any questions, please drop them in the comments now. We understand it takes a while for you to type, so we're going to give you the time needed so you can type that out. And if you have a question about anything I shared already, ask a question. If you have a question about something else regarding special education, feel free to drop it in the comments. And I also want to take this time to thank everybody who came to the IEP in a nutshell. Last Tuesday, we went live and we talked about, we just reminded you about that workshop that we were having. Oh, it was fire. That workshop was fire. Oh, all those attendees, the questions that they had, they were just on fire. They were just on fire, and they was giving the energy and everything. It was amazing. Also, if you need the Master IEP course, you can click the link. I'll drop the link for you, because we if you wanted more support after that workshop, enrollment in our course, Master IEP course, where you learn how to read and understand an IEP from beginning to end. That course is available for you as well. Okay. And in addition to providing professional development and coaching, we have our Master IEP course, where we teach you how to read and understand an IEP from beginning to end. And it is not a long 90-minute video where you got to watch the whole thing. No, every section of the IEP has its own module. Okay. And you get you get the information, you get templates pertaining to what you need. You also get access to a private community of other people learning about the IEP, and you get free copies of our Master IEP ebooks as well. Okay, so you get access to that, and you get access to our we call it our resource hub, because we have just collected a bunch of resources over the years, and we just house it in one area. So you get access to that as well. So you get a lot in that course. And we also have our Speducators Rise group coaching program. It is specifically designed for special education teachers. Specifically designed for special education teachers. It's basically all the coaching I did not get when I was a special education teacher. We go over progress monitoring. We go over Sped law. We go over how to write an IEP, how to lead an IEP meeting. We talk about transition. We talk about burnout. We talk about communicating with parents. We talk about it all. You learn about it all. And you get access to me. It's me doing the coaching. It's me. We go together. When you're in that program, we go together. Okay. So you get that. You get free access to our master IEP course. You get your private community as well, and you get access to expert content as well. I can't give that away. You got to be in the program to know what that is. I'm not giving that away. Okay, so you get a lot. You're basically getting like PD and coaching from me. It's an 8-week program. You learn so much. You get so much from that coaching program. And enrollment for that program is open. We start January the 30th. I will drop that in the chat right now because enrollment is open, and you can see it scrolling across the screen that enrollment for the Sped Educators Rise Group Coaching Program is open. Okay. And let me see if we have any questions. Let me see if we got any questions. What? I'm shocked. No questions. Okay. If you get a question, if a question comes to you later on, feel free to DM us. We're very responsive, and we will get back to you as soon as possible. Like I said, we're very responsive. And again, if you have any questions, if you have any topics that you would love for us to cover during our live, you can DM us that information as well. Okay. So again, thank you all so much for your continued support. Continue to follow us, continue to engage with our content, share out our content, save it, share it with people who need it. We greatly, greatly appreciate it. And if you know of a school, or you are an administrator and you need support for your special education team, please don't hesitate to reach out to us at the IEP Coach. You can book a call with us, and I will drop that link for you to book a call with. That way you can get us in your school to support your SPED team. All right, and I'm going to drop the link right now. I thought I had the correct link. Let me get it. My bad. Okay, close that out and go to the other link. You can book a discovery call with us. And hold on one second. Here it is. You can book a discovery call with us and let us know what you specifically need. You could check off all the different areas which you need. If it's coaching, if it's professional development. If it's professional development and coaching, check them both off. If you would like some parent workshops at your school, we do those as well. So just let us know what it is that you require for your school. Let us know right on the form. And then from there, we'll get on a call with you and we will, make it happen. We'll work together to make it happen. And here is the link. So book a call with us. If you know a school who is in need of our support, or you are an administrator and you want support for your school, book a call with us. It is absolutely free to book a call with us. So definitely book a call with us. So that way you can get your SPED team supported. And if you want support for the families in your school, the parents, definitely do that as well. And we can support your school, the parents. We can also support your parents. Okay. So let me just double check one last time to see if we have any questions. All right. Last call for questions. If you have a question regarding something in special education that we did not speak on, you can ask right now. No questions? All right. So we're going to go ahead and close out. Remember, like I always say, please be kind to yourself. Remember your capacity as a person. You only can do what you are able to do. Okay? Be kind to yourself and give yourself grace. And we will see you next Tuesday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. ready to talk, ready for another coaching corner. You have a good evening.